I am Valery, Molone, life coach, motivation speaker, creator of Love You Life program. Today, I am going to talk about how important it is to create a creative time and new to-do list. Why it's so important, how you should do it, and it's all about your awareness. But before I do this, if you have any question about awareness, if you have any question about focus, discipline, habits, anything that you are doing that is not working for you, and you can send me a question. I'd be more than happy to send you strategies and tell you what it is that you have to do in order to get your life straight up and be focused and be energetic and be aware and live a life that you absolutely love. Okay, so let's talk about creative time. Why is it important to creative time when life gets hard, especially times like this? A lot of uncertainties going on, a lot of fears going on, a lot of frustration, overwhelm is going on with everything in the world. The energy and the high intentions are up there, and everybody's like trying to get everything right and make sense of everything. So for that reason, we have to sit back and ask ourselves question of where are we, and where you are, and your life in this point. How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about other people? How do you feel about your family, your finance, your relationship, your health? And all of that is important to ask yourself question. Now, I have a ritual that I practice every single day, and I ask myself a question every single day, and I actually divide it to two. I do it in my personal life as well as in my professional life. I get up in the morning and I ask myself this question of what is working in my life right now, or what is not working in my life right now, and what is the next step that I'm going to take. Okay, well-being, self-awareness, self-care is coming up on the surface now. People are realizing it, how important it is to practice these things now, because everything starts with you, everything finishes with you. So even a couple of months ago, we were so busy with running through life. Our mind was going 100 miles an hour, trying to get the things done, and we were a little bit disconnected from ourselves. But the good news is that the pandemic that happened, unfortunately, it's not the right way that we had to sit back and just reflect on ourselves, but it was eye-opening for everybody to just sit back and literally reflect on their life and see what is working for you and what is not working for you. The lucky one are actually taking time to reflect and to analyze and to see what's working. Other ones are still in the stage of fear, uncertainty, and don't know where to start and where to finish. And for that reason, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about why you should create a creative time. Because creative time is a time that you process information, you process what's going on in your life, and how you can organize everything and create a life that goes your way, based on your energy, based on your ability, based on your circumstance. All of that matters when it comes to our to-do list. All of that matters when it comes to our life. So we have a certain amount of energy every single day, and we must use that energy an effective way to have a day that is peaceful, that is fun, that you have wealth, you have health, you have people that around you that loves you and enjoy what you do. As far as your work goes, enjoy what you do. So it's really important. Creative time is time for your awareness. And awareness works like, and when your mind is very, very in a calm stage, but yet you are very, very alert. So a lot of people might gonna think that alertation and calm mind does not go together, but you'd be surprised it does. If your mind is really in a calm stage, which we experience those on during prayers, doing meditation, doing simply sitting outside by ourselves, sitting in the park, sitting in the beach. At that time, your brain is actually in a very calm stage, but yet extremely alert. Okay, so it's possible to practice and get that done. And that's what creative time means. So you want your mind to be very relaxed, but yet you have to be very alert. So a lot of time we're alert. Our mind is not calm. We are functioning. We are very busy. There's a million thoughts goes through your mind every single day, from work, from family life, from everything that comes at you, which makes you very stressful. That's why a lot of people you can see in today's society, they're overwhelmed, they're stressed, they're like, there's never enough time. There's never enough time to get things done. So that's why, because your mind is not in a calm stage. And the only time that their mind is in a calm stage is when they're meditating or praying, or once in a while taking a bath, or simply sitting on somewhere quiet for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, if they get lucky. Other ones are waiting for the weekend and say that, okay, I'm working, they have a 5 stress day and then waiting for the weekend, and weekend comes in and other stuff comes in, but your mind is constantly going and wasting an energy on things that is not necessarily to be paying attention to. So that is creative time. Creative time is when your mind is very, very, very calm, but yet very alert. So that's one thing you should keep in mind when you create a creative time. Why is it important to do that? Because when your mind is alert, you are in the present moment right now. You are aware of your surrounding. You know what you're doing. And when we can get our mind to that stage of calm but yet alert in the present moment, then when we're aware of stuff, we know what decision to make. And we know what action we have to take toward that decision to be very productive, not so much busy. And this is kind of goes hand to hand, because normally we do it other way around. We get up in the morning, we have to-do list, we repeat ourselves over and over again, and we get exhausted over and over again every single day. So it's really important to sit down and say to yourself, I need to calm my mind down, I need to be alert, I need to be in the present moment, and I need to make a decision from that place and then take an action. That's how creative time gets created, and that's why it's so important to create a creative time if you want to have a productive day. If you wanted to build anything in your life, whether it's your health, your relationship, your career, or your finance, you must be in that stage in order to function properly, calmly, with open-minded and more alertation of knowing exactly what to do to see result. Because life is about progress. We must see progress. We must see progress in our health. We must see progress in our relationships with ourselves and others. We must see progress in our work, and we must see progress in our finance. If we don't see a progress, and especially the progress that we want, because every individual wanted to see different progress in a different way, then we go back to that ego self of fear, fearness, uncertainty, doubt, all of that kind of repeat itself. And this is why it's so important to create a creative time. So we have to say to ourselves, okay, this is what I'm going to do. So a lot of musicians do that. They create their creative time to write a song. They actually sit quietly and they think about things, and then they write their songs. The same thing goes with the painters. The same thing goes with a lot of successful entrepreneurs. They really don't work hard. When they say I work smart, not hard, is they create a lot of creative time, because their mind actually goes in the relaxation stage first, and they become very alert. They are not thinking about the past or the future. So a lot of people, when I talk about past and the anxious of the future, a lot of people I had to respond back saying that, well, no, I'm not thinking about the past. I'm here, I'm doing it. But scientists have been proven that there's about 80 to 60,000 thoughts goes through your mind every single day. And those thoughts gets repeated the day after. So even though you are getting up today and you're thinking that you're fresh, you're new, you're doing something new, you're in the present moment, if the thought is repeated from yesterday, then you are still in the yesterday. You're not taking benefit of the energy from today. So let's just say something bothered you yesterday. Something went wrong yesterday. You're getting up this morning, physically you're functioning, you're going to work, you're spending time with your partner, you're spending time with your kids. But in the back of your mind, the subconscious mind, you are thinking about that yesterday feelings that went through your mind, which is affecting today's action that you're taking toward anything that you're taking action toward. So you're on yesterday. Or most of people, they're on today right now here, but they're very anxious of a future. And I don't mean future 3 years from now, 5 years from now. Even the anxious of, like right now, I'm watching this video, but after this, what am I going to do? I have to eat my lunch. I have to go do exercise. Tonight, I'm going to cook this. That's future. Because in reality of life, things can change in any minute. And this is what is so important to pay attention to. We are so manipulated by society, by our ego self, that we think we can control everything, that we think we have things figured out. If we manifest stuff, if we do law of attraction, if we listen to the people, and we have a role model, if we have a goal, all of that, this is what my life is about. But we're forgetting that in a matter of a second, anything can happen. Anything can happen, could change the whole dynamic of your life. Since we don't see that until it happens, we don't really believe it. That's why all these emotions arise, because you don't know what's going to happen an hour from now, right? If you live your life having a goal in your life, but in the present moment of like hour by hour, I'm going to focus on this right now. I'm going to enjoy my life right now, what it is right now. What's going to happen from now to tonight, or what's going to happen from now till tomorrow, I don't know. I have a vision, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Then you are get rid of that emotional suffering, which is fear, anxiety, doubt, and all the other stuff that create stress. And stress, my dear, is turned to a chronic illness. If you can do your research, you can go ahead Google it. Study shows that stress is cause of all chronic illnesses. By the time you go to the doctor, when the doctor diagnoses you with diabetes or God forbid a cancer or emphysema or whatever chronic disease that's out there, the incubation of that disease was 6, 7 months ago. Your body was stressed through this time and your body couldn't take it anymore, and you were so not aware of your surrounding and yourself that causes that. Now, for people that are sick, they might gonna take this as offensive and say, no, that's not what it is. We don't do the things consciously. Our mind is not designed to do everything consciously. A lot of little things that happens, it gets registered in our subconscious mind. If you're driving and if somebody cut you off and you get stressed about that for 5 minutes, that gets registered in subconscious mind, even though the next hour is an enjoyable hour. But guess what? That is in there. If you experience that 3, 4 times a day or a week or a month, guess what? That is stress in your body. The key is to create a creative time and sit down and analyze and say to yourself, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to relax. I'm going to relax, calm my mind down, and then listen to what is there that I have to do. I'm remaining open. I'm open to anything that comes in my life by being aware of it. And that's why you see a lot of things happen when we become aware of our surrounding. We find opportunities, we talk to people that are giving us an ideas, we listen to a video that give us a little nugget to move forward to our happiness, whatever it is. You can only accomplish that by putting your mind in a stage of creativity, very relaxed. So I talk to my clients and I always tell them like, think of an ocean, right? And the ocean, the big waves comes in. When you first go to the ocean and you're trying to swim, the waves pull you back and throw you off. But the deeper you go, the calmer the wave. Even though the waves are very big, but actually it's calm. You kind of bobble and it's very enjoyable. So your level of mind is like that. Your mind, the deeper, the relaxed your mind is, the more creative you're going to be on above. So all these waves that are scaring you, which is a fear, uncertainty, anxiety, stress, depression, is not going to bother you anymore, because you know that your mind is calm and you're very alert and open to the opportunities of what is there that you're going to come in your life, and you're going to experience that. And that's how you're going to create a healthy, happy, safe, and wealthy life for yourself and for your loved ones. So this is a very important subject, and I've been doing a lot of exercise on this. I've been teaching my clients about this, and I create a program, Love Your Life. And on that program, I cover all this in a deeper level of to understand yourself. Awareness, your conscious is everything. There's so much going on in the world right now. And this is a time for you to actually take time and sit down and realize, especially for entrepreneurs. A lot of entrepreneurs out there that are getting very, very, very stressed right now. They're burning themselves out. They're working too hard. They're working 16 hours. They're not seeing result. So anytime you don't see a progress in your life, no matter what area of your life you don't see a progress, you must say to yourself that I need to be in a creative mind of what is there that I need to do. Okay. So some of the things that you can do to create creative time is drawing or painting. Yes, life is very hard. So to bring your mind to the relaxation, you must kind of like create a hobby that is unusual, that you don't really do a lot. Simply, even if you're not a great painter, just paint anything. It doesn't matter. Nobody's going to see your work. The goal here is to train our mind to be in the stage of calmness, to the stage of creativity. Reading. See, when you read, think about it this way. You read, you have already experienced that. Now you should be aware of it. When you read, your mind is reading a book, even though you're reading a lot of words. But since the mind is in such a calm field, you actually learning. You're actually enjoying. Whatever you're reading, you're enjoying, you're learning. It depends on what you're reading. That's another subject that I'm going to talk about. But reading is your mind, body, and soul is in a calm position, but you're very alert. So you learn new words, you learn new stories, all that stuff. And then there's something that you could do is obviously meditation. Meditation is one of the things that calms your mind down, but I've seen a lot of people meditate, but they still are stressed. And the reason for that is because at the moment of meditation, they're really, really calm, cool, collective. As soon as they open their eyes, reality hits them and they go back to that stage of stress. So for that particular reason, I told you like drawing, listening to the music, dancing, reading, photography, going to the beach, taking a bathtub, things that are like sitting in the garden, sitting in the park, going to the beach, things like that to train your mind first. The more you do this, the more you're training your mind. Once your mind gets trained to be calm yet alert, then you can actually be at work. Since your mind already is learning that it's going to be, no matter what chaos is going on at work, your mind's going to be calm and you're going to be very alert and you're going to get all those projects and all those tasks and everything that you need to get done, you are getting done. The same thing with your personal life and a relationship or everything like that. Your mind is calm. You're very alert. So you're not missing stuff. You're not assuming stuff. You're very open and alert to see what's coming at you because you're here, you're now, you're practicing it. You're letting your mind know that I can see and feel and taste and touch everything. I'm here. I'm alert. So that is why it's so important to put creative time on your to-do list first. Do you have a creative time? If you're running 100 miles an hour to get things done, and if you don't have a creative time, then your brain's going to get exhausted, and the energy that you have every single day is going to be a painful energy turning to a stress. And we do not want to do that. So creative time, important to create a creative time every single day. Meditation is not a creative time. You can do meditation, your mind will relax, that's good, but the goal is to be opening your eyes and be in that relaxation stage of mind. And you can do that to giving your mind a break by doing activities that actually calms your mind down. Even, for example, right now, if you're in a lunchtime, sitting in the car or going in the park, just to simply sit down and eat your food and focus on the taste of the food and focus on the quietness of around you, or people are walking in the park, or thing that you see, cars that are passing, the trees around you, everything that is actually is really calming your mind down and alerting the mind also at the same time. So alertation of mind and calming mind is not separate, it's together, and that's when we become more productive to see progress in our life. So try that today. Try to create some creative time. When you go home, take a bathtub, just sit down, nice, quiet. Don't even close your eyes. Just feel the body sensation. Look at the water, the bubbles, whatever you're doing with your bathtub. Or if you're reading, just simply go inside and say, who is doing the reading? Be very aware of your mind, body, and soul. If you're painting, just take yourself out of your body and say, who is doing the painting? What am I observing over here? How am I alert over here? And that's how you practice creative time to train your brain. Okay. Thank you so much for watching me, guys. If you have any question about this, please do send me a question. Meanwhile, I do have a 5 days meditation challenge. It's a mindful meditation challenge. I actually train the mind to calm down and be more alert. If you would like to join me on that, it's absolutely free. Link is here somewhere. Go ahead and join me on that. And my Instagram link is on the bio. And I would love to have you in there and train you how to calm your mind down and be more alert and have more awareness in life to create a life that you absolutely love, because you know and I know you deserve it. Have a great, great week. Have a great weekend. I see you guys soon. But if you have any question, send me a question. And do share this video if you think that this can help somebody. Share the video, like the video, leave a comment, do whatever, all those necessary things that you're supposed to do. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys soon.